When you look at the European history all the way back to the 1950s, there's been a foundational promise that we all have lived by. We pay high taxes, and in return, the state handles the big risks. It's a collective insurance policy, healthcare, pension, and a steady social net. But now, the insurance policy is being rewritten. We aren't seeing a sudden collapse or a total failure of a system. What we are seeing, it's a stagnation trap. We are forced into a position that no politician wants to admit out loud. We can fund a 21st century military, or we can fund a 20th century welfare state. We can no longer afford to do both. This isn't just a shift of power, it's about a great reallocation of capital. The money that used to flow into the social contract is now being diverted into the defense of the continent. And you need to see where exactly that money is coming from. It's coming from your future. To understand why this feels like a slow grind rather than a full-on crash, we need to look at the rearmament of Europe. The EU is finding 800 billion euros to fund this modern war machine. But this money is not falling from the sky. The problem is, it's a stagnating economy. One where the growth in the old core, like Germany and France, is hovering around 1% GDP. You can't grow yourself out of this bill. You have to prioritize. When nearly 5% of a country's GDP goes to defense, like we're seeing in Poland right now, it creates a massive industrial boom. But that comes at a cost in other sectors. This is why hospital wait time is creeping up, and why infrastructure feels like it's frying up. The system isn't failing, but it is asked to do something it wasn't built for. It's being hollowed out from the inside to pay for the shield on the outside. So if the state is no longer the safe bet, where do you actually put your money to generate alpha? First, look at the Rearmament Supercycle. When 89% of defense loans are legally mandated to stay within domestic European contractors, this is a guaranteed revenue stream for the next decade. Instead of broad index funds that are weighted down by retail and manufacturers, look specifically for defense and cybersecurity ETFs. You want exposure to the companies that are building the physical and the digital infrastructure of the new Europe. Second, follow the infrastructure boom. The wealth transfer we talked about in part 2 has created a 50-year demand for modern housing and logistics in the East. Real estate in secondary Polish hubs or ballistic tech centers are seeing a structural demand that Western European cities haven't seen in decades. Third, look at income resilience. As governments prioritize tanks over tablets, they are going to look for more tax income from the middle class. The alpha here is decoupling your income from local stagnating economy. We are seeing a massive boom in global tech, remote executive roles that operates cross-border. By positioning your career in global or defense adjacent sectors, you aren't just surviving the reallocation, you are benefiting from it. This is where we have to be honest about our own role. This isn't about being a prepper or hiding in a bunker. That's an emotional reaction, not a strategic one. The goal is to be macro-literate. Think of yourself like a strategist. If the medical system is facing decades of budget cuts, your physical health becomes a mandatory business asset. A healthy body is the only thing that keeps you independent from a system that currently are being occupied by defense. Being professional about your life means seeing these trends before it even hits the evening news. It means building your own microeconomy. Things like liquid cash reserves, high-value skills that travels across borders, and a body that handles the stress of a changing world. The silent contract is being rewritten, but you don't have to be the victim of the trade-off. The vice is closing on the old way of doing things. But for those who can read the data and move with the capital, this is a time of incredible clarity. We are currently moving from a period of comfortable reliance to a period of strategic independence. If you want to stay ahead of these shifts with deep dive research and data-backed strategies, join the conversation by subscribing. We are building a community of people who want to see the truth now, not surprised by it later. I'll see you in the next analysis. Bye bye.